Oops, I hit it na pala. We're good to go.
All right. Countdown 5.
Peaking the audio.
Countdown. Hey everybody, this is the TMG podcast, and this is Carlos, and with me is Will.
Hello!
And Miggy. And we are in Will's place.
And we just got back.
We ate ramen right after the...
I ate ramen. I ate fucking curry.
You ate curry.
Kare.
I don't know, where did we eat, but anyway.
Ryu, we ate at Street Fighter.
Ryu ramen. Ryu
ramen and something.
Next to Ken Hamburger. No, I don't know.
Stevenson's Pizza.
Yeah.
Who's
all-
the new Street Fighter fighter?
They're all friends.
We went hunting for ramen and curry right after we pretty much concluded our time with the Manila Game Jam in Ateneo the University. Sorry,
Ateneo de Manila.
the University. Yeah, in ADMU. In their club, in their library, the Rizal.
Pepe's Library.
Pepe's library.
There was a sign that said that.
Yeah, we thought that was day 3. It was like a 3-day event. A bunch of developers, non-developers, just people passionate about the game, about
hobbyists,
anything. Writers, artists, anybody who wants to make a game, gather around, group up, make a game in under 48 hours, and then there you go. We pretty much checked out, 32 games or anything like that?
Yeah, we tried to get some introducers.
We covered 10.
We were able to get 10, and unfortunately we just didn't have enough time to get through all of them. So
yeah, we're going to go through what we experienced on the Game Jam, which is actually a pretty amazing event overall. But before we go into that, we want to do a quick mention on what happened this week. We're going to do the news right off the bat because we don't want to. I'm taking out the impressions for this week because, well,
we're gonna share our impressions of the Game Jam.
Yeah, we're gonna focus more on the Game Jam, and I think the one what's currently happening in this week, in terms of news. I want to talk about holograms.
Holograms.
Before anything else, because that's really big.
And Pokemon. Remember those holographic cards?
That's big for you. But before we go to the Pokken
Tournament.
Pokken Fighter.
Pokken Tournament.
But yeah, Microsoft showed up.
What was the name of their event?
I don't know.
Their PlayStation experience.
Their PlayStation experience.
It was mainly for Windows. There was also
it was actually for Windows 10.
Yeah.
Like the reveal of Windows 10, but it obviously got overshadowed by everything else.
Yeah.
For one, it's the new tech, which is the HoloLens, which I think is the better Kinect.
Better Kinect was Google Glass.
Yeah,
it's not Kinect, but it's
you control it like a Kinect with your hand.
It's essentially holograms. Like it's like what you see in
what you see in movies, Iron Man.
It's cyberpunkish, almost
90s depiction of the future.
90s cyberpunk augmented reality. You know, like
yeah.
What do you guys think about that? Because I didn't expect Microsoft to actually be the first one to we got holograms, people.
Well, I think it's a natural progression of the Kinect technology in a way.
You think Kinect's going away, or do you think
I think this is what came out of Kinect plus Oculus coming into the picture.
Yeah, Kinect is like the budget family version. If you think about it.
Yeah, but if you not like in Kinect where even up to now the applications or even outside gaming, it's not that yet fine tuned.
No, exactly. It'll take a while I can see the applications more readily here though. Like the example I gave was if you're in the supermarket, for example. Obviously, the headset will have to be slimmed down and made into a portable version for it to really work. But you know, if it was like a Google Glasses sort of size, you'd be in the supermarket and then you see a product on the shelf and then all the data about it will pop up
like Iron Man things.
Like the Iron Man style window, basically. How many calories is it in? the ingredient list, where all that stuff.
You fill up your grocery list and then you copy paste it and you send it to your private message your personal grocery boy.
Your personal trainer.
Personal trainer. It's just okay.
You can't eat this shit.
You can't eat
But then they showed a lot of examples. I mean, not just out of gaming. They showed
yeah, they didn't go well because
They
this
showed-
is a Microsoft event. It wasn't a gaming event. It wasn't an Xbox event. It was a Microsoft event, and so they instantly their presentation was applications to artists, engineers,
Engineers,
architects, grocery. No, that's not our idea. But other applications on different professions and whatnot, and of course gaming. They actually saw their newly acquired product, which is the Minecraft. That's Minecraft, the one in the trailer. The whole living room is
They
Minecraft.
showed Minecraft and the HoloLens.
Yeah. So, but in the game, in gaming aspects, I don't know if it's.
virtual
Do you
Call
think?
of Duty. I don't know.
Do you want Kinect didn't quite cut it in terms of making it more quote unquote immerse.
It didn't. I mean, it's. I think the technology for it to be truly immersive, is still a ways off. But because from what I read, also all the demos they ran were super scripted events.
Yeah,
So it'll take a while for the actual technology to become more accessible, I think.
Yeah, or accurate.
Yeah, but I think once it's there, the potential can be, sky's the limit. You're overlaying a virtual world on top of reality. That's
just like what
that
you
could
saw
be,
in
that's
the
like
movies.
that's like the holodeck in Star Trek.
Yeah,
basically.
Star Trek.
I just want because we're going to talk about the gaming side, but I just want if HoloGen does translate well into gaming, I don't want it to be the front man on this is the game all about all touching the holograms and all that. No, if you're playing Call of Duty, you put your fucking HoloLens, you get the whole VR experience,
Yeah.
Oculus Rift, and then every now and then if you wanna, I don't
There's
know,
gonna be a gimmick for
if you need to you're
access
using a
your
plane.
menu.
You access the menu. You press something in the sky or
It'll
something.
pop up.
Yeah, or anything if you're driving and you want to turn on the radio in the car when you while I don't know GTA style
you
or
work
whatever.
the tech around the game instead of making the game in the tech.
Yeah, it's a more of a gimmick thing or on the side. Just the same concept. It's the same example I had in Connect, and I never saw anybody do it.
Yeah, no one never really got it right, apart from the dancing games. That was the only genre that sort of really
Because
I would be
worked
super.
with it. Yeah.
I'd be super happy if they just use Connect in the sense where if you're playing again, best example, Call of Duty, and if you want to just quickly throw a grenade, just go like this. You just
Yeah, unfortunately, the technology
or something
was
that's simple.
so
Steel
inaccurate.
Battalion.
Or Steel Battalion was too overboard. They just use that's the only way we can play it through Connect.
No, but Steel Battalion was at least ambitious in that sense that you could do all that stuff. But it just the Kinect sensor was just so
It's not accurate
up
enough.
to snuff with it. Yeah, and the dancing games, as I said, that's pretty much the
It's
only.
probably the most well used.
And those movements aren't exactly exact either. It's it's sort of like a basic like your hand is here, your foot's there.
It takes your shape instead of your actual motion.
your shape instead of the motion.
Yeah, so I'm pretty curious, if ever HoloLens does mix with gaming and see how it will go, because I'm definitely Connect is it's their background, it's their history.
I'm wondering.
They don't want to repeat it.
I'm expecting this to be, as far as gaming goes. I don't think that would be the. I actually think the first application for this, really, will probably be some military application, because this is
A virtual map.
virtual map, virtual battlefield, command and control sort of thing. I
My
think
God, civilization.
Battle plans.
yeah,
All that.
exactly.
Total War.
Then they turn it into a video game.
Yeah, and then from there,
And
it
they
filters
earn
down.
monies with DLC.
I mean, look at flight simulators. Those are basically filtered down
From actual flight sims, yeah.
from
And the fucking
Dude,
internet
Truck
used to be a
Simulator
military.
2017 with HoloLens.
Euro truck
You
simulator.
can change the radio, the radio with your turning your
See, that's
doing the
what-
animation of the turning the knob.
You can do that
That's,
in GTA.
but that's the most amazing thing now is that you can already change the radio station to actual radio stations in Europe.
Or you can,
But-
or if you
Really?
if we're in
Wow.
no no.
Actually-
Then they hit you for copyright if you put it on the internet.
Oh, here's something innovative. If they have to change the side mirror, you just go like that.
Oh, there.
There
You
you go,
reach
right?
out.
You reach out and you fix it up. Truck Simulator 2014 with the HoloLens.
Yo, fucking remember Back to the Future 2 where the Jaws holograph started
Yeah.
to bite him? It's that time,
It's exactly that time.
Yeah, it's that time.
2015.
We're getting our self-lacing Nikes
Microsoft
soon.
was paying attention.
We're getting our hoverboard soon.
Yeah,
all that's missing
Nike's
is
working on the
floating
boots.
car.
they're working on the self-lacing
The
shoes.
flying
Yeah.
cars.
All we need is Mr. Fusion, flying cars, and rehydrated pizza.
No, and the way they dress up, we can do that.
pizza already.
But not rehydrated pizza.
Oh, but then we have Cafe 80s, with talking Michael Jackson.
We got digital Michael Jackson.
No, we do have
It's
it.
happening. Fuck you, this is amazing.
Back
It's,
to the
it's an
fu-
exciting time.
Back to the Future is the future.
It's now.
It's not. It's
All
now.
we need
I'm
is
sorry,
a
yes, now.
self-drying jacket.
All right, moving on. Another thing that was actually big in terms of gaming in that, aside from Windows 10.
Well,
whatever.
apart from that, they also mentioned crossplay between
Yeah,
Xbox
exactly.
One and Windows 10.
Yeah, which
Yes,
is I think
so
Microsoft's
streaming.
first and ever point where we can
Have
crossplay.
Yeah,
Because I think they're late for the party. Weirdly enough, when they own both platforms in a sense.
very
No
late
way.
to the party because Windows has been the PC gaming platform forever.
Yeah, and they
know?
never put it together. I don't know why. And I think,
But hey, if your mom wants to use the TV, you can play your Xbox One on your PC by streaming it.
And vice versa.
oh yeah, they can do
So
that
it's,
too.
it's
So-
basically the Wii and the Vita function with the PS4. Remote play.
But,
and then
but not as portable because you need a PC still.
I guess yes,
Portable with your Windows 10 tablet.
Are they?
It's
There
about
you go.
time, I guess, for cross-platform play. But it's just funny that it took them
It
this
came
long.
this long, yeah. And the first game they announced was the new Fables game.
Fable Legends.
Right.
Oh,
If you play
okay.
around multiplayer and if you find some player, it could be a PC player.
But see, that actually makes me hopeful that that some of these Microsoft exclusives might go to PC that we mentioned that we kind of want to see,
Oh, Killer Instinct.
Oh my god! Imagine
Sunset Overdrive or
does Rise have a multiplayer?
yes, it does.
Imagine if they
Why?
cross-platform that. What
What do you mean
romance?
multiplayer there? Like
Romance.
quick time events?
No, it's like gladiator fights and stuff.
Yeah, you
But
match
without
that.
quick time events.
I have no idea.
It's a better
I
game.
press
that way.
circle faster
It's
than
a better
you.
game that way. If you think about it. So. But imagine that all the cross-platform, the games that are exclusive that turn into PC can be instantly
Well,
cross-platform.
that means you have no reason to buy an Xbox One.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what.
That's what they're trying to avoid.
Microsoft's strategy right now with Xbox One is so weird, but it's a different discussion altogether.
That's a different discussion, and I'm not too sure of the big picture because if they're not talking, it means they're strategizing.
There's something
There's
planned.
something planned. So
They have to.
I can never rule out Microsoft.
They
Dude,
have
they
to.
have fucking HoloLens now. They have fucking holograms.
Yeah, that's some pretty impressive looking tech.
I didn't think Microsoft would be the one to show that tech to the world. I mean,
I didn't think it would look that good.
I
No,
thought
but
like
we never
the
thought this is Microsoft. These are the guys who invented Excel. The guys who did.
You can play games in Excel.
so you can. You can play anything in.
It's like I'm a PC and I'm a Mac. The guy who I come with calculator.
Dude, Calculator is the most used app.
I come with Space Pinball.
Oh, I remember that Space Pinball game.
Dude, Minesweeper is still my fucking bane of existence.
Minesweeper's still good.
Solitaire and
good.
Hearts.
Hearts. Wait,
Not
what
Hearthstone.
are we talking about?
The
Wait,
Windows experience.
the Windows experience.
We
Okay.
should do a let's play of games packaged in Windows.
We should do a let's play of
That
Windows 10.
skiing game, remember that?
Was there a skiing game?
Yeah, where the abominable snowman eats you
Oh
after a while.
god, but that wasn't packaged in Windows.
It wasn't? I thought it was.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's what happened with Microsoft. We wanted to mention that because that's actually really big news. I mean,
Super big.
dude,
The Windows
holograms,
experience.
man, dude, hoverboards.
No, we need to wait for that tech to become
back to the now.
viable for the consumer to buy instead of just a big.
Yeah,
rich
because I
deal.
mean, even though
It's gonna shrink down, get cheaper.
even with the Oculus coming out this year, I think it'd be prohibitively expensive that not everyone is going to go out and buy one.
Yeah, it's not gonna be consumer friendly yet.
It's
least for the
not,
most
but
part.
at least that because
It's
what
a
I
start.
experienced, if you're going back to the HoloLens, and if you go look back at the Kinects, what it went through, and you see its promotional materials, its
Sega
marketing,
activator.
it was not like that. Like showing for example, a group of people. I remember that the first ever when it was called Project Natal when they first showed it.
Yeah,
Oh, shit,
and
that
A
was the
lot of
name.
people. There's a lot of people in the couch, and then you can see a fucking a woman playing a racing car,
Steering wheel.
steering. If you do that now, I'm sure that the Kinect will get confused on who is the actual person playing. Because
Unless
there's
if
multiple people.
you have dark skin, then it can't read you.
or you're Australian, they can't
It's
understand.
not allowed.
It's not allowed. But that's like new tech. There's a lot of new tech going on this year. It's gonna be really awesome.
It's time, man.
It's
Mr.
time.
Fusion.
2015 is actually the future. Another big news that I kind of want because we're super excited about this. So like,
Me and Carlos are excited about this.
Pokken Tournament.
Well, that was
no, no, not the Pokemon Namco game. Which, by the way, okay, fine. Since you mentioned it already, you go
It's
start.
just a small bit. Like, they finally showed us real gameplay of
What is
Pokken
this again?
Tournament. It's a Pokemon fighting game made by the guys who make Tekken.
Yeah, so
So there you go. It's Pokemon fighters.
It's like arena
We've seen
fighter.
4 fighters so far, with Pikachu,
Lucario.
Machamp, Lucario, and
Gardevoir.
Gardevoir. And we're not too sure yet how the overall like how many characters will there be for one? Because
150.
Oh, they showed another one pala, Suicune.
who?
The ice dog.
Oh, okay.
So he was also there.
I will dub him the Ice Dog. I don't know.
But see, that makes it because there's so many Pokemon. They can't put all of them.
Yeah,
in
but
there.
at least they're not only putting the humanoid types. Like they got a dog.
They're gonna put Heihachi just for the sake of it.
Pikachu's Heihachi.
They're still gonna put Heihachi.
He's got the triple Dury up. Hachi's dead.
No, but like, how will it play? Will it be like?
No, it's just never
Will it
done.
be like? Because we also saw there are trainers, like
No, I think the trainers will just be your avatar.
just an avatar basically.
Because looking at the HUD, it seems to show like, because it's an arcade game, so you're gonna have like those little save cards that have your personal data and
Okay,
crosses
so
or
it's
whatever.
a same. It's not.
I'm guessing.
Because I was
Amiibo. Sorry.
No, I was thinking it might be one of those like barcode scanning games. Like,
Barcode
like like Dinosaur King and.
or that
or the
Gundam
Lion
Age
King one.
game, or the Kamen Rider games.
Yeah. I thought it'd be something like that where you had different Pokemon and then
No, I
you
think
scan it and then like it
I'm guessing it's gonna be like Tekken, and your card is gonna be your trainer level, whatever,
Right.
and then a bunch of cosmetics for your Pokemon. That's
Do
what
you
I'm
think you
guessing.
could evolve Pokemon in it? That'd be kind of.
No, because that would be a new character.
That'll be a new character.
And like, there are super modes there.
Super Saiyan.
So like,
modes.
yeah, so Lucario will become Mega Lucario, and
Oh, okay.
Pikachu will just glow. He'll get mad. Have lightning
gets
Duria
mad.
punches.
Pikachu gets smaller. That's what happens.
Yeah,
Okay,
but-
so that's Poke. What's that again?
no, like the gameplay is interesting because it's
Why?
like a 3D arena fighter.
Okay.
So it switches like it starts off third person mode where you're running around like Naruto,
Okay.
and then once you get like a full combo, it becomes like a 2D fighter like Street Fighter, where you can jump, do combo attack, combo.
Oh, so
strings.
it's based on what's going on. Like it'll change the perspective.
Yeah, like depending on like a certain knockdown value, I guess it'll switch its game type, which is weird because I don't think anything else has done that.
It's Namco. At least they're changing things up.
Yeah, but it looks good. And knowing Namco, it's gonna get a console release everywhere,
And they're still gonna put Heihachi, I'm sure.
probably, or fucking Lightning,
Lightning? Why Lightning?
because that's what Square's trying to do. Fling her
Put
everywhere.
lightning everywhere.
in a Namco game.
Who knows, dude? They gave fucking Mass Effect costumes in 13.
That's true though. I don't know why that. I don't know how that happened. Like Mass Effect items out of into a Final Fantasy game, like N7. All those what?
And Tomb Raider.
Anything's
stuff.
game.
Tomb Raider's
Yeah,
hair.
there's Hitman on Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider's hair showed up in Final Fantasy.
No, the engine can't have it.
The hair,
Just the hair.
the PC hair.
Yeah, but that's Pokken Fighters. The Pokken Tournament, I mean, that's
The
it.
Pokken
That's all I'm
thing.
gonna say. It's cool.
Or us. What we're really excited about that came out this week. Guild Wars 2's expansion officially
Yes.
announced.
Heart of Thorns.
Heart of Thorns. We are huge Guild Wars 2 fans. Well, no, yeah.
Nerds.
Well, I think Guild Wars 2 is
Says the one who was talking about Pokemon fighters.
Guild Wars 2 is one of the best MMOs in a long time.
Ever. None of
Well, I'm just so refreshing. It's not trying to be a WoW clone.
Is that the one where you just buy it once?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Standalone.
you buy it, and then that's also the
It's
thing I
also-
love. Buy it once, no,
You're set
and
forever.
You're set forever.
No
basically.
subscription.
Like,
nonsense.
granted, they have a microtransaction where you can spend.
But
You
it's
can,
all cosmetics.
It's all
None of it-
cosmetics.
None of it is required.
and you can buy this cosmetic by converting your gold into
Into gems
the
also.
in-game.
Why can't every game be?
Because they're not earning it.
But
Because
that's,
they're nice people.
They're
but
nice.
no, that's why. Like Guild Arena that has done it correctly, and like that game to me, I think is probably the best, one
Model.
of the better MMOs out there today.
Yeah, well, I'm not playing it anymore, but you can't blame me. That
I'm probably gonna play again once it comes out.
no, I'm uploading my client now. I
Okay.
wanna get like I'm now psyched up like wow because like in the expansion like Heart of Thorns, Every month, like Guild Wars 2, they update that damn game every single month
With
and
new content,
with new content. And when it comes to the story content, they have a thing called Living Story,
Storyline.
and they pretty much progress the story like I think every month or every week or I forgot
Every
what.
couple of weeks.
Every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And season 2 of that Living Story has already ended. And when you've completed that portion of the story, everybody was introduced with cinematic was pretty much introducing or teasing this expansion. And only today, and I think, or yesterday, they officially announced it through PAX. Because I think PAX is happening this weekend.
Yep.
And
PAX.
South? Yeah, South. I think South.
Texas.
And boom, it's a full-length expansion. It's gonna be you have to buy it. Just like in any like those traditional expansions, like a big.
Right. There's a big I'm trying to pull out here.
No, I have it. It's gonna be the Heart of Thorns is gonna be placed under like the Maguma jungle, and they're not gonna increase the level cap. They're gonna keep it as that, but they're gonna have like mastery abilities. They're gonna add more abilities, and they're gonna add a new profession called the Revenant.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's cool.
Sounds Final Fantasy.
No,
but
fancy shit,
If
but-
you look at the trailer, there were some.
He's
things
blind.
There are some things there that really kind of stood out. Like I think there was like a mesmer with a shield at one point.
Yeah, they added extra abilities, yeah. And then there's actually, I think they're going to have like weapon masteries or professions where you can unlock specific skills for like,
Yep.
Because like I saw an engineer with a two-handed mace or something.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen other
On the
things.
trailer.
So other cool things are there. Guild halls.
If that's your thing, yeah.
If that's your thing, PvP Stronghold PvP game mode, and new World v World Borderlands. So a little bit of everything for everyone there.
They also have, what's that? They also have, I'm not too sure they're going to add more dungeons, but they're going to add more...
I'm sure they'll add more dungeons. That has to be. That has to be there for sure.
I'm actually more curious about this whole mastery system and how they're going to expand it. Because they're going to keep it at 80. They're not going to increase the level cap, which I'm weirded out by. But it's, we'll see how it goes. The unlocking of new weapons for specific professions, because you know how certain classes have engineers can only have a pistol and a shield. I'm so excited because I can use a 200 mace. I'm an engineer by heart, so I have to. I go apeshit with that stuff. But there's a lot of content coming in, and there's no release date for this expansion. I'm pretty excited because I don't know what's going on, but the main story of this, it seems like it revolves solely around the one race called the Sylvari.
Yep.
And the big baddie dragon. There's another big baddie elder dragon showing up. Yeah, with something to do with the Sylvari, and I want to know why,
And
so I want to play it.
Yeah, if you play the Living Story, it's all revealed through the Living Story about the connection there. But it's funny because at the start of the whole Living Story thing, people were thinking it was one of the other dragons that were already mentioned, like Kalkatoric or Jormag, who would be the next big baddie. But this is a completely brand new dragon, basically.
Yeah, which is pretty much unearthed in a sense. Because I remember it just showed up because of the first season. The first season
Yeah,
pretty much woke
right.
her up.
I mean, but because who are the other dragons? Kralkatoric, Jormag. There's one more. I don't know.
I only know Jormag, to be honest. I don't really know much of the story.
Oh, okay. And then the one you kill at the end of the
undead baddie. That's what I call
undead
him.
one. I forgot his name too.
The most boring boss fight in the world, to be honest. But yeah, it's a Guild Wars 2 expansion. It's, I don't know. I'm updating my client right now because I'm really curious on the Living Story. And I think that's it. That's the two main things that we want to mention before we focus solely on
the Manila Game Jam.
The Manila Game Jam. It happened at Ateneo. It's the first time. You guys ever went to Ateneo? It's the first time I ever went
I've
there.
been to Ateneo before. I've never been to that building, like
the library.
Yeah.
That's the first time ever where I had a reason to go to Ateneo. I'll say that right now. Wherever I was in Katipunan, that was unknown to me. But since I wanted to try out games, why not?
The last time I was there was just for college entrance exams.
I didn't even fucking.
It was like fucking 2005 or some shit.
I didn't even apply for Ateneo, but yeah. The Global Game Jam is one of 4 sites that was participating in the Global Game Jam this year.
Yep.
There's one in CSB, and it was pretty interesting news that the Benilde one, the one in CSB, It's considered one of the biggest ones. It's like the 7th biggest this
and
year.
I think that's partly because Benil does have a game development course.
Yeah, and there's a lot of students. Like we talked to
We
one.
talked to quite a few in ESG.
ESGS.
You can't do
ESGS.
I'm scared to say that now because I keep messing it up.
Yeah, but yeah,
You gotta train for the next one.
I do.
the Ateneo one is 150. They maxed it out because they were. I was talking to the head organizer Marnel Estrada, and they were saying that they were only like aiming for 150, and they got that right off the bat. And then they had people that wanted to join, but it was like maxed out
because it might have like the venue might be overcrowded.
Yeah, overcrowded or something. Which the venue. Speaking of the venue, that was a huge like. You can break dance there.
The library.
Yeah, you can break dance in that place if you want.
Plenty of room there, and it's I think a perfect space for a game jam. Lots of room to work, enough room to sleep if you want to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they gave out some mattresses. Like there were some in the corner.
And yeah, and then, the
newspaper. For when you have to piss.
Like a hobo.
An area to eat separately from the computers if you want.
Oh yeah, they were given free food.
They were given free food, and to the point where there was too much food.
Way too much.
It was just the corner spoiling.
Like refugee food.
Yeah,
it's like all plastic bags full of them.
Because our badges they're supposed to be like tags and like
nobody cared.
No one cared. Like Marnell was like saying, just eat lang.
Like halfway through lunch, they stopped tagging.
They stopped.
And day one pa lang.
Yeah. No, but okay, the Game Jam, for those who don't know what a Game Jam is, it's essentially an event where regardless of you being a developer or an artist or just someone who has no idea what they do about games but want to make a game, you can go there, meet some couple of awesome people, group up, and make a game based on a specific theme. And that's exactly what we saw in the Manila Game Jam. I think it was 150, and I think they grouped up for the brainstorming process because on the first day they asked everybody to go on a specific table.
In groups of 10.
Groups of 5 actually.
5
because they had 15 tables all set up. So they had a group of 5, and they're supposed to conceptualize or give brainstorming ideas for a specific game. And after 30 minutes, it's supposed to pitch the idea to the whole crowd. To bring in the whole creativity process and then see if people are interested. Because after brainstorming, after pitching the idea, that's when the developers developing happens, and they start grouping up with other people that they've met during the brainstorming, and they start making games in less than 48 hours. 48 hours. That is
not a lot of time.
Not a lot of time, and we saw 32 games, which are, I think, majority of the things I've played were actually decent. I mean, meaning that I get the concept. It actually works. The bugs. Don't think about the bugs because, again, 48 hours. The theme.
Did you encounter any really bad bugs?
No, nothing to the point where it kind of interfered with me.
I just encountered the one bug where it just wouldn't restart.
Which one was that?
The running game, where the love running game.
Oh yeah, the first one.
I fell in the pit and it just kept going.
It kept going. Yeah. You broke the game. No, but it
broke the game.
It's not that
my superpower.
The theme was, which is weirdly enough, it was actually a pretty shocking theme.
That video was such a tease.
It was such a tease. It was a very big tease. What do we do now? That phrase itself. That's the theme on. That's the foundation they built their game on. Like games that focus on that theme. That's hard. I don't know. How would you guys
It's really very broad, which is good because you can't.
Yeah, you have to make it very broad. And this is a global theme. This is not only a local theme. This is a theme that everybody in the US or whoever's joining in the world, this global game jam on the weekend, they have the same theme. What do we do now?
Yeah.
And I think Marnell mentioned that it's the most far out theme they've had so far.
Yeah, I remember Marnell saying it's super exciting. I mean, this theme. And if you think about it, there's a lot of applications to it.
No, it's true. A lot of the games we saw were actually sort of no instructions. Here's a situation. Figure it out.
What would you do now?
The developers always say, "I'm not going to tell you the instructions, so you figure it out."
They'll make you mess up once, and then
they start laughing at you, and they're like, "Here's how it works." It always happened to me when I was there, and I couldn't get it. But yeah, 32 games. I think we only did what?
about 10.
Well, we interviewed
We got to
around.
play more. We only
We
got to
played a
interview
lot, most of them, but like we only got to interview about 10 people.
10, 11, because I was like our aim during the game jam, and I should have like double checked on the timetable with them. I think by 3 o'clock they were supposed to like set up the exhibition or exhibit for each game, and then apparently like on 5 p.m. they're gonna start with the awarding ceremony, and then some special talks by veteran developers from like in the Philippines. So we only had 2 hours to cover all those
Not
games.
even 2 hours because 3 p.m. most of them were still setting it up and then uploading.
Yeah, that too. And I guess I don't know. We just wanted to start off, and then like the first guy we talked to, who's the first guy? Impossible Love, I think. Yeah, that's the first guy, which was like a
Mario kind of platformer.
Infinite Runner,
Infinite Runner.
with Mario, and then you pretty much have to like I don't know,
Reach
reach Princess Peach or not Princess
Or the
Peach.
girl, basically.
Or the girl. I reached the highest apparently. So
No, like
Were you
how does
the
that
highest?
relate to the theme?
yeah, why is that related?
Like once you get to the princess, what happens?
What do we do now?
What do we do now? You got the girl.
I guess.
So does the game?
No, but he was
reset?
saying something like you can't like because you have to collect hearts as well, and like there's like 14 hearts or something.
Some of them
like
are
that.
hidden.
And some are hidden, and if you don't get all of them,
You don't
like
get the
you
girl.
don't get the girl. Well, something doesn't happen or something happens.
Yeah.
So you got to figure out, oh, what do I do now? Like, I think his whole idea was like show like how trying to find love is not an easy sort of thing. It's his interpretation of the theme. So.
Yeah, I hope we're getting it right. If she's listening right
Either
now.
that or like what justifies Infinite Runners. Like,
Yeah,
why would you
develop- I
run
think-
this again.
Impossible Love. I have to double check my notes are in the car.
So professional.
I know. I think that was only made by two developers in this game, Impossible Love. I think all the games that I experienced in the Manila Game Jam, you rarely had those groups where it was like 5 people, because usually they're expecting like 5 people working on it. No, but the reason they only had 150 people, and usually they said 5 people per team in a sense. So that should have. I was expecting only 15 games, but we got 32
We had people like teams of 1, teams of 2,
teams of
of
yeah.
3.
Solo. They went solo for it. Like they didn't want to do anything with the rest of the people.
They all went back to their friends.
Yeah.
Fuck friendship.
They just did their own thing. But yeah, when we were checking it out, we checked out Impossible Love, we checked out other games, and we kept on going from one point to the next, to the point that when we realized we were like halfway done, we were like, oh shit, we have no more time. So what we did was we pretty much, let's just keep playing the games that we have
Let's
played.
just keep playing. Let's talk to them.
Let's talk to them, because we have no, like, whoever's listening, and we weren't able to give an interview to you guys, like to really give you like a video interview on our YouTube.
We just ran out of time.
We ran out of time. Like, I'm sorry.
No, but like,
We wanted to cover
wanted to cover
everybody.
everyone.
We wanted to cover everybody.
We'd love to hear from you too. So if you're someone who attended the game jam we were at, and we didn't get a chance to talk to you, please get in touch with us. Like we'll try to, we'll do our best to because we really love to showcase your side
work
of things
or
there.
to cater your was because that was the original goal, to actually cover everybody, just like how we did ESGS where we covered everybody, but the time was just not on our side at all. That's what I got really shocked. So it's not of a like I want to talk to this guy or not. No, we just ran out of time literally. We didn't even play with that. We didn't even play Angry Wife, which is the best concept I think I got out of
I saw
that.
it and I didn't even know that was
We
the title.
did, yeah. We didn't get a chance to play it there.
Yeah, so get this. There's a guy who actually during the pitching.
His pitch.
His pitch was amazing. Like the concept of what do we do now? His pitch was a game called Angry Wife.
He opens up with Angry Wife Simulator.
Yeah,
and everyone just gets it.
Yeah, everybody gets it. Like you don't know why your wife is mad. So what do we do now? We have to find a way to figure it out. I was freaking out. Like that's an amazing concept.
Like the most real one you can get.
Yeah, and then we didn't get to find it, but it was there. Someone was developing it. Yeah.
We had a chance to play a little bit of it
We don't
from
get
the
how it
website.
works yet.
But we're not too sure how it works yet. We'll probably play it a bit more.
Maybe you bugged it out, so you gotta test it
Yeah,
more.
we didn't play all of the games. Like I really felt like
We will,
bad.
but we didn't get
You
to
will,
play them
yeah.
there at the event.
Yeah, there's a lot of games. Another one I want to mention. What about you guys? You want to mention like a quick game that you guys like came like?
How do we do, Ken?
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
What do
Okay.
we do?
What do
Ken?
we do, Ken?
What do we do, Ken?
What do we do?
Which I think is the only fighter in that group.
It's Ragdoll Street Fighter.
It's Ragdoll Street Fighting, no special moves.
It's the
You
best one. What's the word again? The best copyright.
Best use of copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Not the most use of copyright infringement, but the best use.
For the best use.
So it's basically you have
Ryu,
directions. You
yeah.
know, you have Ryu and Ken. You have directional buttons for each of them, and then 4 attack buttons.
One per limb.
Yeah, which
One per limb,
corresponds
yeah.
to per limb. And then you try to beat each other up with the weird physics that don't make any sense.
And then the world
And then-
state keeps changing.
Yeah,
as you
the
play.
effects in the stage start changing. Like it starts to rain and fills the stage up with water. Then like the gravity disappears.
Yeah.
Or everything goes in slow motion.
So like, what do we do now? Like you're fighting.
just keep
and
fighting.
you just keep beating.
Yeah,
each other up.
because I think my game when I was testing, when I was playing it with the developer, I won because he fell.
Oh, he fell.
The one of the small chunk of the stage just like dropped and he was there and
We
he
didn't
fell.
get that.
And the developer said, "Up, I'm dead." I'm like, wait, I fell.
Well,
Oh,
when
okay.
me and Will
Cool.
Tried it out first.
We both
we
died.
both died in the first fight because a meteor fell on us.
A meteor. What?
Like just boom, the game over.
We both died. Game over for both of us.
Like it showed me first, and then Will's character popped up, and I guess we're both dead.
Nah, Bob.
That was cool. Then there was the other one, the other copyright infringed game, the
Back to Bit.
Back to Bit. Which
Yeah,
is,
back to bed. I can see it
Which
right
is
here.
very. I love the idea of like modern video game characters going back in time to be
retro games.
to be characters in retro games.
Here, I'm seeing right now that the description of this game, Back to Bit, a slacking game.
Yeah, because we'll get.
That's all it says. That's it. A
But we're
slacking
like,
game.
what was the only game? Was it just the
It,
Duck
it
Hunt?
was duck. It was Flappy Hunt, right?
Yeah, instead of shooting ducks and Duck Hunt,
Yeah, it
you
was
shoot the
Duck
Flappy
Hunt
Bird.
with the Flappy Bird as the duck.
Yep, basically. And then they had.
And then they have Wiley.
Really weird mechanic with Dr. Wiley, like coming on screen, having to
Who
pause
is your
the game.
in-game boss or like your boss in the office?
Yeah, because I knew I had to pause the game in order to survive, but I thought I had to click it or do something, but no, you just have to pause.
Yeah.
You have to stop moving. Is
You
that
have to
right?
pause and just wait until it disappears.
So what's
from
the
screen.
point?
But that's
button.
actually that's
Start,
actually one thing
enter.
I don't know is like what was the point of that mechanic in the game? Like did that add to the theme in some way or
What do we do now?
yeah, if, by having to pause whenever Wiley popped out or that's so
Well, I was going, what do I do now? I mean, with the Wiley thing, I guess that was the...
But then you can
well,
only
the thing,
do one
I
thing,
think, I
which is
think,
nothing.
I think the problem is like,
Yeah.
the guy who developed it explained it to us like right away practically. So
Yeah,
we
after
were
you
able
died
to
once,
kind
you
of
just
figure it
started
out.
No, because when I didn't quite get it, like, I instantly, like, when I paused it and I unpaused it and I died right off the bat, right? You know what I mean? So, I guess he had to explain it because I would be stuck to that point every time the boss shows up or Wiley shows up.
Yeah, and he made it a point to say it's like its old Nintendo game, no instructions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was planned like 2-3 stages, and then he had the Mega Man-ish
Menu
Stage
stage.
select.
He
stage
had
select.
he had like balloon fight with Plants vs Zombies, and there was something with Dr. Mario with Candy Crush.
But he
Yeah.
only was able to finish
Do
the Duck Hunt one.
one.
Which is kind of cool, but
It's like NES Remix. But with a lot of copyright.
No,
Yeah.
but Back to Bit was like a 21 developer. It's like one guy. Just
One
guy,
guy,
yeah.
and he came in late on Friday.
he
so-
came in. I remember.
He didn't even get to
He was like
team up.
running to Marnell and everything.
He had a backpack and everything. Excited kayo?
That's Back to Bit. For me, there was actually a pretty cool one, which was cool one because I like this game so much. The Don't Starve.
Burrito
Burrito Banono.
Banono.
Banono. And I don't know, it was really trippy because when I sat on that chair and I saw what I was seeing, like, Don't Starve.
It's just Mexican don't
This is
starve.
Don't Starve with with
Chili.
Mexicans.
with chilies.
Yeah, apparently when you go to the bushes, it's exactly, if you guys don't know Don't Starve, just Google it or anything, you'll get the idea, but it's Don't Starve, and, if anybody who has played Don't Starve, they have bushes, and within this game, you go to the bush, you don't get berries, but you get chili, and that's your way of getting life back. And I think the only thing that they were able to make work
Was a campfire.
was the campfire, so I had to make, I think I had to get 5 wood, like a couple of bushes,
You
and
have to craft it.
I had to craft it. But the one thing that even Miggy was kind of weirded out was the fact that when they had a day and night cycle, and when night happened,
The screen just turns black.
the screen just turns black. That was it.
Are you breaking the game?
I thought
I thought the game broke too the first time I saw it. Like, oh wait,
There's no
it's
fade
a
in or
day
fade
and
out. It
night
becomes
cycle.
black.
Yeah, it just goes black, and that's it.
Can you move and you can't tell?
I think
You
I'm
can't
moving.
see.
I just can't see. I don't know. I think that was it. But that was actually pretty cool, though. That they actually made that like a because it goes to the theme. Like, what do we do now? Like, we're here to survive. What do we do now? And if you think about it, Don't Starve is kind of like that kind of...
Yeah.
You're open to what to do.
Yeah, because you don't know what
You
to
have to watch a
craft.
hunger meter.
You don't know what to craft. You don't know what to do. So they got the idea right in terms of the concept. The other game I also want to mention, which we kind of failed to play, and I don't think we can ever play it. That's why I want to mention it right now. Exile of Flight 117.
What?
I don't remember.
The board game.
Oh,
that was the
yeah, we'll
board
never
game.
That
get
was
to
a board
play
game.
that.
We can't upload that
Shit.
and play it. It's like,
But you know what? I think
the guy someone made a board game in the game jam.
I think that was a situation where their concept was like too grand that they couldn't really implement it program wise at the same time.
Yeah,
so they
I
just
saw
sort of-
some people playing that, and I heard them try to explain the rules. Like, this sounds really complicated.
Obviously, you can tell those guys are like board gamers because I mean
It looks super solid.
no, yeah, they had like the Catan style board.
Oh, there's source files here. Okay, I guess we can just like print our own things.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I think that's what they did.
And then
man.
the characters were like
Yeah.
Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls, Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean, a Predator.
Yeah, there. Print the content in Excel. Of
Predator.
like,
Yeah, like a couple others. This one,
Among Us,
we didn't get to try that.
Star Nipples.
But I want to try it. But there's like what 4 players that board game. I
We
think
can always try to print that out.
we can
if
just
there's
print
no-
it out and try it out. Yeah. Another game I want to mention is where's that game? The game that I high scored on. I mean, the really big high score.
Oh yeah, that was the rhythm game. I forgot what it was called.
Spontaneate.
Spontaneous.
I'm sorry,
Is
whoever
it there?
the
Can you
developers.
look it
I
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity. Yeah, I have it here. I just can't pronounce it. Like Spon Taneity.
Yeah, Spontaneity.
And it's a rhythm game with a twist. That's what the description is. And essentially, how do I describe this? There's like 2 bars, and
There are falling numbers and letters.
yeah, falling numbers and
In
letters.
shapes.
And
Yeah, but you have to hit them before they pass the screen.
yeah.
And you cannot hit certain shapes.
Yeah,
either.
so like you have to hit the ones in circle shapes,
Yeah.
but you have to avoid the ones in squares.
In square
if you
shapes.
mess up or you miss like a key or whatever, it adds another line
And it gets
with
more
another
difficult.
row of
Yeah.
stuff falling. And if you reach what six lines,
Yeah, you're done.
yeah,
You're
then
done.
game
And
over.
the numbers, you have to eliminate the numbers by clicking with the mouse, and the one with the letters, you have to press the letters for it to
Yeah,
disappear.
and the numbers you have to tap depending
Based
on what it's.
Yeah, so
what
if it's like
number
if it's
written.
3, you have to tap 3
You
times
have
for
to
it to
click 3
disappear.
times.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Then it gets faster.
it gets faster, it gets more difficult, and I got the highest score.
Yeah, dude.
I want to say
Like
that.
you could have kept going. Like
I could have kept going. I'm sorry.
you could have finished the interview.
I could have kept going, but I had to go back to work. So, because I think I got the score of 2,000. Yeah, I want to brag. I'm sorry, I want to brag about this.
There's video evidence.
There's literally video of it. Like I got a score of 2,600, and I think the one below me is 600. So if the guy wanted to beat my score, he had to play that game for like 30 minutes. 'Cause I think that's the reason why we didn't make it in terms of like talking.
Spent like
Because
good
you
2 minutes.
you spent
Maybe.
about good, yeah, 2-3
Good 2
minutes.
minutes.
I didn't interview the developer because I was playing the game.
Yeah, I was interviewing.
That's a good sign,
It was
maybe.
another minute because
Right.
he started playing before we started interviewing. Oh,
Sorry?
4 minutes of gameplay.
4 minutes. 4 minutes. Yeah. Sign. It's a sign that I'm addicted. It's also a sign that I
Yeah,
just
because
can't
when you
stop.
died once, like I gotta do this again.
Oh, that was Impossible Love. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah.
the other, the one game that you mentioned, we didn't get to interview the developer, but you really liked it, and I thought it was kind of cool too. Was RRR?
Oh. I just it's
RGB.
3 R's, 3 G's, and 3 B's, which is
Yeah.
pretty much RGB.
Yeah.
And
It's like that VVVVV game.
No, but it's an interesting platformer concept.
you like it. You played it, right?
I did. I just don't see how it
Fits the theme?
Fits the theme.
Oh well.
But the thing is, the game idea is pretty cool.
Well, the second stage, I thought I was done.
Hmm.
I was like, well, my head was like, what do we do now? I mean, I saw the developer and he was looking at me. He was like staring at me. I'm like, I guess he's not telling me what to do. he's not reacting. So I guess that's the way like you want to do. Because it's not. There's no direction on where exactly you have to go. You just have to go to a certain point to end the stage, and then that's it.
Yeah. Well, okay. What RGB is basically you control a girl. It's a 2.5D platformer basically.
2D
Yeah.
game with 3D
And
graphics.
essentially, you can create blocks in air, different colors, and corresponding to each button you push. On
No,
the
essentially, like you can only have one specific
of
color,
block available.
solid. I mean, like
Yeah.
parang solid or like visible. Everything else is like
transparent,
like, yeah.
Corporeal.
So essentially, like you have to like just. I think I was playing on the Xbox 360 controller, and like for example, Y controlled like I don't know the yellow blocks, and like the B was the red blocks, and something like that. And I think one button's for jump. So you technically have to memorize like, I have to now. I'm jumping to this platform.
Jump on a red block, so I
have
press
to press the red button
to make the red block appear.
Yeah, and then that's how you progress, and it worked really well. I mean, it was actually pretty fun.
It was very. I was surprised at how responsive the controls were.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like for me, like I couldn't see how it fit the theme.
Maybe
because I could. Maybe it's just how my mind works, but I was able to see like, okay, so there's this one point where you have to like jump off a certain color, and then when you're
leap into another color.
Leap into another color. Like I figured that out pretty fast. Like it wasn't.
No, that might be it. Like, what do we do now is you decide which block you want to summon or
I guess possibly.
Yeah, but I think the one thing I also like about this game was it really shows that you don't really need a full team of like specific people because I was talking to the developer. It was just a developer filled of like coders and everything, like just developers. They had no artists. They had no artists and all that.
Everything was just blocks.
So it was just like black and white, and the only one that's like colorful or that's the actual girl.
Yeah, which I guess they got a free asset for something.
Yeah, so technically their front end of the game was not even done, but the mechanics and the coding and the mechanics,
like the movement.
Yeah, the mechanics. They focused on that, and it was actually pretty impressive. I think they had 3 stages all set up, and I was able to finish it. And I was like, if they actually had more time to work on it and they polish it, that'd be a nice game. That'd be actually a really nice
that
game.
could get like complicated and creative.
Yeah, that could be a nice freemium
puzzle platformer.
That could be a nice freemium. Another game I want to mention is React, because you guys know React?
It's that game with the dot.
It's the game with the dot. But the reason why I talk about the game with the dot is because there's multiplayer.
That was really interesting. Like
that was really interesting.
That should come out as a full-on game, I think, right now.
Yeah, like how do you do multiplayer? Like, you go to the multiplayer mode and
the basic concept is there's a white dot on the screen, and a timer bar on top.
Yeah.
Then what?
I didn't get
because they don't tell you until you mess up it.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is you can move the dot up, down, left, or right, or tap it. Then one of those actions is correct. If you get it right, you move to the next one, which gives you another random
choice
of those 5, and you have to figure it out before the timer runs out, and it gets faster and faster now.
Yeah.
So you die. So the multiplayer of that is all of you.
Yeah.
Either helping each other or dueling with the same gameplay.
No, what I thought was very interesting is you just have to put your finger on the screen. I'm not sure if it's tablet.
You hold any portion of the screen, and then your dot will appear.
Yeah,
where your finger is.
So like the 2 developers, he asked me to put my finger on the screen, and then I held it.
Theirs in the other corner.
Yeah, and then their finger started showing up, and then boom, there's like 3 dots, and that's my dot, his dot, and then we just either we help each other or there's a mode where we fight each other, like the last dot standing.
Yeah, like if you lose, you get eliminated.
Yeah. And that was awesome. I'm not too sure what the theme though. Well, yeah, what do we do? No,
you have to guess which.
Yeah, what do we do now?
What do I do now? Everything.
Everything.
The answer is always everything.
You just do all of it, and you'll get it.
And it's all luck based.
Another game I want to mention. Where's that other game? Oh no, I forget. It's not on my name. No, it's not on my list. The Unreal 4 engine game. Because it's the only Unreal 4 engine.
You must. Is that the one?
You must. That's
the Unreal House
engine.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, you must.
You must. The Unreal 4 game that was there.
I don't know why it's called You Must, but
you must press everything.
Yeah, that's what it was. The game was essentially like you're in a room, a very fancy room.
Like a room escape. That's
like a house. Room escape.
That's how he explained to me. It was just a room escape style game with a horror theme to it in a way.
What?
Because
not enough time for the horror.
Oh, yeah.
Well, very minimal. Because at some point I found a cultist book, and then the TV started telling me to like his below or something like
his
that.
Below job. But essentially, you have to interact with everything until you find the key.
I started a fire in the kitchen for no reason.
Yeah, that's the first thing I did too.
Good looking fire.
I turned on the lights. I
saw
turned all the lamps like
you
a
use lighter
douchebag.
fluid and your stove
That's
was blazing.
exactly what I did. I started off by just turning on lamps.
Yeah.
Then I found lighter fluid and I
You put it
next to
in
the stove and then I turned it and blew it up.
And use the TV. Then when you click it, you need to
need a
look for the
controller.
remote.
Yeah.
Because there's no
When I
power on
open
the
this
side.
box, you need the key. Yeah.
That's the only
Interesting.
game. I remember the developer was like saying like he used the Unreal 4 and he had no coding. He was pretty much just getting freemiums and all that.
So he was using like free assets.
Yeah, so he
That's
just
why
like
there was just doors and TVs
and knobs. Yeah.
tables everywhere.
He was like saying at one point that the one door had to be a bathroom, but he couldn't find a door that's like for a bathroom. So just
like a white door. That's why all the doors were brown.
Yeah, it's so weird, but it looked really pretty. It looked like
You
a
know,
really,
like a concept of a game version of Room Escape is actually still pretty fun.
it's like a prequel to Gone Home, if you think about it. Another game, I'm not sure you guys played it, but Fate Marks the Spot. Have you guys played that one?
I've seen it, but I didn't get.
I didn't get to play it yet.
Oh my god, that was actually pretty cool. Essentially, there's like it's like a grid-based game like this.
Okay.
Oh, that's when we put the arrows.
Yeah, we put the arrows.
It's basically
It had
a
it-
choo rocket.
It had like it had the wow, my voice is actually pretty raspy now. Scott Pilgrim art style.
Yeah, the art style looks like the
Yeah, that's
comic
what I got
book
when I was
Scott
playing this
Pilgrim.
game.
Which
So
is delisted now. Shit.
So essentially, you play as a guy and you have to pretty much. I guess you're playing as Fate. I don't know. You're pretty much guiding the guy
lovers.
and the girl, two lovers, into like
To meet
to like I don't know, hit each other
on
or
the field.
or-
Yeah, they have to meet on the field
They have to meet in the field.
while
So
avoiding a bad guy.
Yeah,
right?
or a
There's
bad guy.
A bad guy there.
So essentially, the guy is on the left side of the screen and the girl's on the right side of the screen, and the guy is automatically going right or something like that.
and
or the
you
girl's
have,
going
you
on the
have to
left.
strategically place arrows to change their direction.
Yeah, there's a direction
Until
while
they meet.
avoiding, like for example, this stage there's a burglar. I don't know why there's a burglar there, and you want to avoid that, or you can actually change the direction of the burglar. Because I think essentially, if you don't put any arrows, the burglar goes straight to someone. So you want to avoid that. So you have to there are some stages where you have at least 5 marks that you can place. So you have to strategically place them, and then hopefully those two will meet at some point. And that was the game.
There are puzzles like that in Professor Layton.
Or you have to plot.
Yeah, basically you just place arrows on the field and then you have to make something reach something else. And then,
there you go.
there's a whole Sega game of that called Choo Choo Rocket, where you have to direct mice and avoid cats.
What?
Yeah, it's a Sega arcade game.
That was weird. But that was actually pretty cool. What other games did you that stood out, or was it just the ones we just mentioned?
I only got to try 2 games, and it was that Impossible Love and Street Fighter.
I did play the series of unfortunate events of Mang Kepwang.
I thought you did. Didn't you? Did?
No, I did. That's what I said. Yeah.
The text adventure.
The text adventure where you you get random scenarios, but the developer said it was 3, and he was like saying that
You pick like an ABC choice.
yeah, like a multiple choice, and if I get it right, I move to the next part of that scenario. But if I go wrong, like it's all over. I play the game again, and I get a new
Another
scenario.
scenario.
So I guess in their theme, they're going, "What do I do now?" So when you get
And
the
it's
question,
random.
yeah, it's very random. But it's funny how they were actually saying that their end game was this game was supposed to like people could make their own scenarios and make their own question marks. So it's like a never-ending cycle. Like they can submit their own scenarios, people can play it, and hope that they can reach the end of that
Isn't there an
scenario.
old like text RPG that still exists that does that?
That asks the community to make their
Yeah,
own
like
content.
then you have to input things like walk forward / ganyan sword.
Slash.
Like
Yeah.
old DOS.
Like old
RPG.
sword games.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any that's still.
I think there's one that's still around running on
Sanctuary,
a.
isn't that the
I
one?
think so, like running on a private server somewhere.
Oh, you mean like a mud? Like those are still
Yeah.
around for sure. Multiplayer like dungeons,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Text dungeons.
text dungeons. That's just like the precursor to MMOs in a way.
Back
Because
when there were only words.
yeah, but I remember playing them as late as like the early 2000s. Like,
Yeah.
you could, and I think there's.
I know they're still around
yeah,
somewhere.
they still are.
No, but it's actually pretty cool that they had a text. It's weird that when I was checking out all these games, there's a good amount of like different genres, like text adventures, visual novels, fighting games.
Fighting games.
platformers, Infinite Runners.
FPS.
Well, first person,
the
the Unreal 4.
You must.
There's a lot of different like varieties. There's also I think there's an RPG. No, not an RPG. More like a
Tactics game. The one beside the You Must one.
yeah. There's also
The one that got the almost AAA award.
yeah. Spell Strike,
Spell Strike. That's
which was very code heavy. Marnell said, I think.
It looked heavy.
it
I
looked-
don't. Well, Spell Strike. I think what was the
It's
concept
like
of
an
it again?
RPG tactics game.
It looked like an RPG, yeah.
Like you have to like plot like specific spells, and then the other player will also have to plot specific spells, and then they hope to counter it.
Then
and
it's like rock paper scissors.
in a sense, but once you complete the whole like lineup, it'll all just happen. It's hard to explain. I'm gonna be also.
It'll all play out once you set them.
Yeah, it looked really nice, very code heavy. It looked really like polished. So
Yeah, like the
check out
graphics were
Spell Strike.
straight. They got like two
Oh,
character
graphics,
models.
Dude, if you look closely, the other one was Aman. No, that wasn't Aman. The Legend of Korra.
The
The
first bad
season.
guy.
Yeah. 'Cause I was playing
He
the
should
game.
have got the copyright award.
Dude. No, because I asked the guy like, after I played, like, wait, is that?
Does he bloodbend?
Is that? And then he said Legend of Korra. Yeah, that was Legend of Korra, like season 1. Like,
Can you remove your bending? Tap your head.
Tap your head, you're done.
Die in a bomb explosion.
But I think that's like, there's a lot more other games we didn't get to play. What's gonna happen
We have to
is
go through the rest
we have-
of the
yeah, we have to go
32.
We do.
I did play Holy Ship, but I didn't get any experience because there was the developer
No.
wasn't there.
I saw
the
I
pirate
saw
one?
I don't know
yeah,
what's going on
the
with that one.
pirate one, not the pirate.
Pirate
thing.
The most pirated game.
The pirate ship one.
Yeah,
the
the-
holy ship
The Holy Ship.
with a P. I think what happens is you have a ship and you have to like put out damage being thrown out from another ship. Because I think I saw a guy where the ship was on fire and he was tapping it away.
Oh, okay.
And he was setting up like heals and power ups.
I wasn't doing so well.
Trying
with
to
my ship.
deflect like cannonball fire from off
Oh, you can
screen. I think.
deflect.
I don't know. That's what it looked like to me.
No, but I checked that again, but I was like really quick because the developer wasn't there.
And it was
checked it
on tablet, diba?
It was a tablet,
touch
yeah.
screen, tappy.
And yeah, but there's a lot of other games. What's gonna happen though is like we said, we really wanted to talk to each and every one of them. And Miggy, I think was a good 10, 11 interviews. I think
More or less.
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna try to play all the games because all the games that were made in the Global Game Jam, or more specifically the one in Ateneo, are now uploaded on their site, which is globalgamejam.org. Just go to the Philippines, go to Ateneo de Manila game site, and then all the 32 games we're mentioning right now are there to be played.
And then
even the board game, you can just print it if you want to.
That is globalgamejam.org.
Yeah, go check it out. Those are really awesome games. The games we just mentioned, you guys can check it out yourselves and play it, and then
Just don't expect them to be AAA titles.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, these are quickly made in 3-day games.
Not even 3.
Not
Not even 3. Like, not even.
Not even 2, I guess, because they had to
barely 2.
sleep and eat.
Yeah, this event started Friday night.
And they didn't start until like, maybe 10 p.m.?
Pretty much,
Because
yeah.
they were
Yeah, because like the
making-
brainstorming ended after dinner, which was around
7 or 8.
7 or 8. And we
And
left
they were
around
just
9.
they were just being petics.
Yeah, we left around 9 on Friday.
And nobody was starting yet.
No,
at that time.
dude, I think someone was playing Dota 2 at one
Yeah,
point.
some people even said that they started like getting their concept day 2 pa lang, diba?
Yeah, Saturday.
They were playing Dota pa.
Yeah, I saw someone playing Dota 2. I saw someone playing CSGO.
Dude, somebody was playing MVC2 when we got there.
Yeah, I was actually in the corner and Miggy was like, someone playing MVC2. Like, where?
It's right beside you.
Like, you
You
hear the
can hear
audio.
the combos.
But yeah, you guys can check out all the games there, and then check them out. It's actually pretty cool. You can actually comment on them and everything. We're gonna have a little bit of like a top 5, like our best games, but we're not gonna do it right now because
We need to play the games
we need
first.
to play all the games. We're gonna try to cover all 32 games in Ateneo only. But like I said a while ago, this isn't the only site for the Philippines. There are 4 other sites. So like CSB,
I think a
Benil,
person's house also, where they had 2
someone's
people
house.
in it.
Like these aren't the only games created from the Philippines in this global game jam. I have to double check on how much in total, but I think CSB, like we said, I mentioned a while ago, is one of the biggest sites. One of the biggest sites.
300 people or something?
Yeah, global
that
game
was
jam.
thrown around?
The one in Ateneo had 150. So they have a ton of games also created there. So you guys can also check that out. But we're gonna make a top 5 for Ateneo. Hopefully we'll be. I don't know how we're gonna do that. We're gonna figure it out. hopefully it'll be out by next week. We just need time to actually go through each and every one of those games and then like properly have a proper top 5 for us in terms of the Global Game Jam.
Proper.
Anyway,
GlobalGameJam.org.
globalgamejam.org. Videos, what, next week? I mean, like, or this week? Like we.
I'll try to get them out this week then, ESGS style.
Yep.
Wee. I don't know.
Oh, that was a long day.
It's a lot of footage.
That was a lot of footage. It was
A lot of very
fun.
small, blurry footage.
After the whole exhibit, around like 5, I think it ended around 5 p.m., we were graced by
A few speakers
from like veteran.
The head of Boom Zap Games.
One of the heads of Boom Zap.
Yeah, Christopher. I'm sorry, I didn't get the names, but the head of Boom Zap. I think also the head of Synergy 88, and what's the other
the guy
one?
with the hat.
Yeah, the guy with the hat. The guy with the black guy. The guy with the black hat. Yeah. And then this Japanese developer
Who's hiring?
was hiring. Yeah.
Yeah, and who worked on the Captain Tsubasa game, the new Love Live game.
And the waifu, they did a generic MMO game.
Some very anime stuff.
No, I really appreciate the speakers that showed up right after the exhibit because
They're hiring.
no, for one, they're hiring,
One
so
of
they're like enticing people. Oh, you can be an actual game developer, in the future, whatever. Because they're
Like anime games.
like what we mentioned a while ago. It's not only just developers. We have people who are just normal people who just want to try out the game jam to make a game with other people. It could be like just as a hobby or a student that came out of fresh out of college. And all that.
Development school.
It's cool that some of the local studios showed up and gave support to the game jam because this is the 5th. Marnell,
The one here.
Marnell will have to confirm that because I think the first one was in 2010. This is the 5th one, and I think it's one of the biggest yet because now they have 4 sites and everything.
Yeah, Marnell said for their side, it's the nicest venue.
Ateneo, man. Do you feel the net? The net.
And then for most of them, it's their first time organizing.
Yeah.
That's what Carlos said.
Yeah, which is I'm sure is an eye opener for them. And then the speakers actually also help because
Some really good insight.
Really
into
great
the harsh,
insight.
harsh business world of game
Very
development.
realistic insight. It's
from
the
Boom
indie
Zap
life isn't
founder.
as rosy as you'd think it is. Like, and he was saying like, even if you have the best marketing, the best program, the best ideas, all that
Polished
is
game.
still buying you a lottery ticket.
Yep.
Right? Who was the example he gave? Crossing Roads. Basically, he was saying that
Which is marketed really well.
Yeah, it's a good game, good marketing, and then he got lucky.
Then he got lucky pala on top of that. So, like guys like Notch also.
Oh, yes.
Notch, yeah, dude. No matter what, Minecraft is still one of the weird
Success stories.
But like
of
even
the
Flappy Bird.
Yeah, but
Where
like
that game came out a year
Well,
before.
one of the big indies that came out that got big, the Braid, they had...
Angry Birds.
But Angry Birds isn't really indie anymore.
Was it indie? No, when it first started. I mean,
Yeah, when it first started. Now it's a big miss.
now
That's
it
why they're
became, now
dying.
Rovio is not anymore, and it became a whole fucking
Now that's why they're dying.
Yeah, they have like 300 people working on Angry Birds.
Yeah,
like
losing
it's
money.
Ubisoft.
Transformers.
I was going to say Papers, Please. What's that?
Oh, they were playing the Papers, Please music. That was
Yeah,
pretty
they
cool.
were, yeah.
They're also playing the Super Meat Boy soundtrack.
They know their
Love
games
that.
well. They know their indie games well.
They
Oh,
do,
yes.
they do.
So that's great insight, and I don't know. It was actually a lot of fun towards the end. Like,
Yo, man, that
I appreciated the
aircon.
talk.
It's pretty good.
What?
Did you have problems with the uneven aircon?
No, that was good. Do we...
I don't know. I felt fine. I felt comfy.
I was okay. I mean, we had free food, we had free coffee, which I had a lot of.
Had a lot of free water.
A lot of free,
Aqua Serve.
Yeah, I stole like 3 bottles of water.
I saw
Sorry.
5.
You stole 5. Stole
I
S-T-O-L.
drank them all.
You can't steal something that's free.
They weren't marking my tags, and nobody was looking.
Yeah.
Because you're Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, that's
See,
right.
Number 37. Like,
Number 37.
Stupid
My
badge.
team was the best team.
what's the best?
When you were actually assigned a team? Or...
No.
I decided my own
Oh, right.
fate.
Yeah,
My
destiny,
team.
man. It's
Destiny is destiny. Fuck you, like.
But yeah, that was the global game jam. We had a blast. Like that's our first ever game jam, and it's actually pretty interesting to see like developers like from nothing, all of a sudden, bam, 32 games to try out, in a day. I mean, like
Way more than we expect.
way more. I was literally expecting 15 only.
It'll be like double that, literally.
Yeah, people just went solo, big I think. But thumbs up to those guys. If you guys want to check it out again, Global Game Jam.
Yep.
Yeah, globalgamejam.org.
.org.
Yep. And look out for our videos, for our interviews,
And our top 5.
and our top 5. Yes, we're gonna do our top 5.
Top 5 something.
We are gonna just spend some time with the
We
games.
have homework.
First.
We gotta play video games.
We got homework.
play
Yes, we
video
have
games.
homework.
32 video games.
I might want to do an honorable mention because I want to check out CSB as well, but that's a lot more games. But the awarding will
We'll
be
check them
only
out in due time.
in due time. But the awarding will be strictly just for what we saw and that's Ateneo's side, and that's about it. I mean, we're gonna close this episode just purely all game jam.
Come on and slam. Welcome to the jam.
What you will like? You went in the last day only because
Yes, I did. I wasn't able to go on the first day because of work.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the last day,
The last day was
I
the
mean,
best place
just
to
the atmosphere. Like everyone seemed excited. Like
when we got there, it was so quiet.
yeah, people were
Everyone was
sleeping,
working and
was, like,
sleeping.
cramming and sleeping.
Some
and then,
people were just like chilling because they were done.
but some people were really going at it and but I think when people started walking around, trying out the games, that really got more fun for everyone. Like people how will people react to the game we just made? And I think as a developer, I'm not a developer, but I bet you one of their greatest pleasures is seeing their players react to what they made.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
I had a pretty good time.
I know, 'cause,
I think the speakers were very interesting.
Speaking of very interesting, and I think when each and every developers explained their game, they sounded really excited to explain it. I mean, they explained the concept, so that was actually pretty interesting to see. And yeah, I think that's it. The Global Game Jam.
2015.
It's
We're
done.
gonna have shark holograms.
Yeah,
soon.
shark holograms.
It's time.
That's it. Just holograms. That's all we need.
We have to go back.
And watch Back to the Future.
Back to
again.
the future.
Right after playing Global Game Jam games. We're not ending it yet. I'm gonna plug in the usual to end this episode. If you guys want to check out our previous episodes or our reviews, impressions, or our top 5 coming soon, you can check us out at www.toommuchgaming.com.
With the number 2.
With the number 2, Miggy.
What's up?
And all his videos can be
Bullshit.
seen. Oh, that's all bullshit. Come on. I'm there. I have my face there. All our videos, impressions, reviews, let's plays, all that jazz, you can check out our YouTube at TMG Blog.
Or just search Too Much Gaming. I think
Or Too Much
I
Gaming.
think we'll show up now. Probably.
No, we will. Yeah. I've tried. Like us on Facebook for any updates with our episode, because we have an episode every Tuesday. This one is, I guess, semi-special, thanks to the Global Game Jam.
This is now 60.
This is 67.
Seven?
Yes, we've been doing this for...
2 more.
2 more for what?
episodes.
Oh, wow.
For the sexy number.
Wait, what did I plan for 69? I already planned
I don't
all the
know.
topics for 16. Wait.
It's Carcast.
Sex.
With kinky shit.
Video game scores. I gotta change that.
We're gonna play a dating sim or
No, we're not
something.
gonna play a dating sim. Anyway,
H games.
Would you like to join my Bible?
that's
Black
before
Club?
Valentine's. That's hilarious.
Oh shit! You know what's before Valentine's? A lot of Nintendo shit coming out.
Really?
Feb 13.
So,
What? What are you talking
I'm
about?
serious. Feb
What's
13.
Feb 13?
Everything. A lot of
What is
Nintendo
everything?
things come out on Feb 13.
Okay. Well, anyway, this is episode 67. We have an episode every Tuesday. You
Or a
can
hamburger today.
you can check us on iTunes where you can subscribe there. You can get instantly updated for latest episodes. Also on Podomatic. And yeah.
What's
That's
our
it.
title there? The TMG Podcast.
I don't know. TMG Podcast, the TMG Podcast,
Look for the logo with the orange controller.
the silhouette. I mean,
The cutout of the orange controller.
and that's it. Thanks, guys, for listening in, and we'll see you guys next week.
see you.
Da, da, da.
Okay.